Welcome back. Wow, 208. We're a third of the way done. This is Manny, get your gun. Is this the one where we learn that Gloria can shoot? Is Manny in a raft in the pool at the end of this? I'm trying to remember. I think it's the family racing to get to dinner. I remember the whole family there, but them not being happy, and Mandy sitting at the head of the table. I remember that. But we're just gonna have to get into it so I can flesh out what the storylines were. But I think everybody was kind of unhappy. I think they were all racing to get there. I think we had a stunt where all the four cars slid in and almost hit each other on the way to the dinner. But maybe that's not this episode. I think it is, but I could be wrong. But let's find out. Without further ado, episode 208, Manny, get your gun. All right. See what happens.
Good afternoon. Thanks for coming. It's so nice to spend my birthday surrounded by so many smiling faces.
I remember spending a lot of days in
today.
this
I realized
restaurant, like
I
two
let
maybe.
my childhood slip away.
Come on, everybody! We're gonna be late for Manny's birthday. Let's go.
I'm ready, Mom.
You sure, honey?
Yep.
And take a quick peek at your feet.
Oh, come on, Luke.
Come on, Luke.
Walk faster, or should I get Lily to stroll out of the car and push you?
Would you relax? The restaurant's like 5 minutes away from here. Oh, free lotion.
Stop stopping to smell the roses. Manny's present.
Oh, you are such a Pritchett.
What's that supposed to mean?
Let's go.
I'm looking for the keys.
Of course you are.
Of course
I
you
like
are.
being on time. It's easy because I'm organized, not my wife. You'd think growing up in a place full of death squads and drunken uncles, she'd have learned to move a little bit faster.
Hi, sorry. I couldn't find my eating. So what were we talking about, huh?
Great open. Oh, what a good open. That's Scots and Drunken Uncles. Oh, this feels like a Danny Zucker. I remember Danny being on set for this, so we'll see. But I think this might be a Danny
Honey,
Zucker
come
episode.
on. We're gonna be late. Let's go.
Yeah, just filling out the application to family camp.
Oh.
You don't win the dirty dancing competition and not go back to defend your crown.
That's right. Come on, honey.
But shoot for the king. You better kill him. Every summer we spend a week at family camp. It's just like regular camp, but with the family.
Yeah, I don't think that needed any clarification, Bill.
Somebody's still a little touchy about losing last year's color war.
No.
She was on Team Blue, or as I like to refer to them as Team Blueser. And I was on white.
That's good.
And if you ain't white, you ain't right.
Phil, have you learned nothing?
This is what a fantastic joke.
My good man.
Oh, what a great
Come on,
joke.
everybody, front door now.
There, relax. It takes 15 minutes to get there.
It takes 20 minutes.
If we take your route,
Well, my way is the most direct.
directly into traffic.
Your way is directly into the suckiest way.
Want to make this interesting?
Yeah, I don't think that's possible.
We take two cars and see who gets there first.
Fine. Let's do that. It's on.
Yeah, it is on. I'll take the girls.
Luke, your dad and I are splitting up.
Why? Another one of their stupid arguments. Okay, we'll go with that.
No, buddy, come with me.
There's another Julie can't pull her punches. It's so good. I remember she, really did throw a little bit of a choke on Luke as he's getting yanked back, but it's funny. It's perfect. It's so well done. And then this will be the match to the Phil or to the Luke joke. Come on, Phil, with those shoes. Just kind of showing how Luke's like his dad. It's wonderful.
Come on, Phil.
Come on, Phil.
How do I look?
Like Al Capone.
Thanks.
Happy birthday, kid.
Whoa,
Yeah, airsoft gun.
Enjoy. That's the best gift my dad ever gave me.
My keys are nowhere. We're gonna have to go in your car.
It's in the shop. Where was the last place you put your keys?
Oh, so now it's my fault? Where was the last place you put my keys?
In your hand when I bought you the car.
Hey, Jay, on the box it says ages 16 and up. Is this an appropriate gift for me?
Are you kidding me? You were born 16. You know, we wouldn't be having this problem if you hadn't lost the spare set
I didn't lose them. Somebody came in here and stole them.
and left the car.
And left the car.
What do
These
you
are-
mean I was born 16?
I'm just saying, you were never much of a kid. And that's a good thing, because I never liked kids. You know, you ought to try the fridge, because that's where we find your cell phone.
It was only one time, Jay. And you know I always eat after I talk to my mother.
Happy birthday, old man.
Well, I'd forgotten a lot of things on my life.
Directed by Spiller.
Jay said hit me hard.
I didn't see who
forgot
wrote
to
it.
have
I
a
missed it.
childhood.
Dad, that was a stop sign.
I'll stop twice on the way back.
Oh, good. It'll give us a chance to pick up that hubcap you lost cutting through the temple parking lot. Yellow? Yellow? Okay.
Are you seeing this? We are making every light and we don't even have to speed. The system works.
Mom,
I know, I went a little fast back there, but really 40 is the same as 35.
you say that a lot.
I don't think you can appreciate what's at stake here.
Our lives?
You know I love your mother, but I
Age
think you also
joke.
know a certain look she gets that says, just listen to me, I'm always right.
You mean her face?
Now we're getting this. If we're right this one time, then we never have to be right again. When she says that balloon can't carry a person, Phil, I say, Manny's birthday.
Take the jacket, Alex. I think it's gonna rain.
Manny's birthday.
Don't look at me. Look at the road.
Manny's birthday.
No, Dad, look at the road. There's a truck.
Sweet baby Jesus!
We are
Sweet
so
baby
good, Dads,
Jesus.
bud. We are the best ones.
How come you and Dad are breaking up?
What?
It was just a little...
This is where Claire realizes that Luke wanted to go with Dad.
Oh, sweetie, you thought that when I said we were splitting up. No, your dad and I are fine, honey. We just were gonna take separate cars to so you could get to the restaurant faster.
Oh, that's a relief.
Oh, you must have been feeling awful back there. I am so sorry.
It's okay.
Why did you say you'd go with your dad?
Great. Mom gets to be right again.
Hey, bad attitudes lose races.
No, swerving into a curb and popping your tire loses races.
Yeah.
We should call the cops and say Mom's car was stolen. They arrest her, we win.
All right.
They trace those calls. But this is great. Thinking like a team.
My plate
Family
is
camp.
double plated.
We're doing that again?
Oh, yeah. And this year I predict total white domination.
Can't go back there. I heard this summer there's gonna be a hoedown. I can't. Haley! I can't.
It's good. It was all right.
8 minutes talking to the lady at the stationery store and still no present.
You know, I think a new friend is like a present.
Yeah, I read that card too. Can we please just buy the next thing we see and get out of here?
You know, why can't you enjoy this? It's a beautiful afternoon. Lily's with a sitter. The day is ours.
Huh. I remember this.
Oh, look at that, another friend. Off we go, very busy.
No, stop. You are too tied to your rigid schedules. You're missing life. It took all of 2 seconds to help this nice man.
Wait, there's more.
2 seconds.
Tell her I'm so sorry. I've always loved her.
He says he's so sorry, and that he's always loved you.
Please come up and talk to me.
Please come up and talk to him. His life would be empty without you. I'm sorry I'm going off script. It just felt right.
Oh. Too late.
No, you know what? Give him your cell phone. I'll chase Helen down and give her my phone. They can hash it out.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious as a heart attack.
All right. First act. Good.
You always do
Very
this.
great setup. Very quick.
Now we're going to be late to our own party.
Stop shouting.
Technically, I wasn't really.
Yeah.
Yes, hello.
That was a heavy-
See more about there? I never made a prank call. Never mixed different sodas together to see what they taste like. So I knew I had to make the most of what little childhood I had left. Not Lutz, I'm looking for Butts. Yes, I'm trying to get a hold of Butts. Very funny. I don't have time for this foolishness.
Maybe if you had a system for where you leave.
Well, I went heavy on that pour.
System.
Jesus.
I put down things, then I remember where I put them.
And that would be preferable to, say, putting them on the key holder, which just happens to look like a large key.
Stop screaming!
What are you doing?
Turning back the clock.
Oh boy.
Disgusting.
Don't judge me. You've never been married.
You've never been.
This never happened.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's a good man.
That's a good man.
Boy! I'm a boy!
You all right? You okay?
Well, why do you ask?
This.
Oh, okay. Well, I think this is for you.
I don't know what to say to him.
Just open your heart and listen, Helen.
Hello?
I dropped your phone.
I was here when it happened. Okay, it's all right. We'll just...
I can't. I just can't.
Helen, you have to try. I once almost let my own fears stop me from embarking on a relationship, and I would have lost the love of my life.
Donald?
Cam?
Hang on, Helen. I'll have you down in a jiffy.
All right, so obviously, if you slow that down, you can see we used to stunt double for that. Eric actually did it. Maybe that's not Eric too. I gotta look. I think Eric actually did it though. But that was a stunt double for our elderly lady because this is, you know, a little bit dangerous. Carrying somebody down an up escalator is a tricky thing, and so yeah, we used a stunt woman for the Helen part, but Eric actually did his own stunt. And if you look, we used the same background person because right here, I believe that was the lady that was looking back and up at Cam when he was yelling at the top down at Helen. I believe that lady stopped and did a take to him. So we're also reusing our background, which you do on those days. You put them in and hope you don't see them twice.
Right. Ow. Nails. Helen. Nails.
Helen, at least just give me a chance.
Give him a chance.
She's right here. Cam, come on. We're running out of time.
We're running out of time. Sensitive.
Sensitive.
Go to him.
Oh, it's nice that you care so much about us.
Without love, we're nothing.
But what about his wife?
It was a pleasure meeting you both.
Yeah.
I get it, Luke. You think he's the fun one. That's why you'd go with him.
What?
You think your dad is more fun than I am.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Dad's like crazy fun.
Mm-hmm.
But you're nice.
I'm nice.
Well, not now.
What up
Tell
now?
Tell me what.
Nothing.
Hey, what do we call Daddy's car, girls?
The cone of trust.
The cone of trust, exactamundo, where you can speak your mind with no judgment. So, what is it, boys? Your bodies are changing? Eggs?
No.
Eggs?
No. We were just thinking that maybe
Eggs.
if you're open to it. Dad, we love you, but we do not want to go to family camp this year. Dad, are you upset?
No.
No.
Then what was that sniff?
Sniff? What sniff? I'm actually relieved. The day that I've been dreading, the day when you two finally outgrow me, has finally arrived. I'm handling it really well.
Dad, are you crying?
No.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yep.
Oh my God, he is crying.
I've seen Dad cry before.
But Dad, if you cry, then I'll cry.
I'm not crying.
We made our daddy cry.
You call me Daddy?
Because you are our daddy. Don't cry, Mom.
Oh, that was a weird shot. We don't use that shot. The close-up of Luke,
Don't cry, Mom.
that is an odd shot. We rarely, if ever, use a shot like that. That's super close. we may punch into that, but to start a scene on that shot is very, very odd. And then we go back out to our wide where we normally stay. But that was weird. That was an odd choice. As you can see, we spent a lot of time in the car on this episode. Probably a day, if not two, maybe even two. Because early in the days, we did the Pritchett house, and we did Jake Gloria, and we did the Dumfies. But we didn't have to do Cam and Mitch house, so I think we spent 2 days in the car on this one, which are, decent days for props, because there's not a whole lot I have to do on car days besides give them the props and send them out. It's more of a grip, lighting, camera. They have heavy days on that because they have to rig the car. They put the car on a tow, and so the car's being towed behind Transpo. So it's Transpo brings and there's companies that do that. You just call them. But then you have to the platforms are wide, so that you can rig lights on the outside of it, or if it was night, or you rig the cameras on the front all the way around. On some shows, you'll actually rig it on the doors as well, so that you can shoot both ways. We don't do that. We did all four up front to get the 4 angles. But it's a harder day for it's more work. I should say it's more work for camera that day, and set lighting and grips. And sound has to. I usually wire the car as well. So we talked about it before. Some days are easy for certain departments. Some days are harder for certain departments. Props tends to like car days, man. I do. It's unless there's like gags happening in the car, and even then, actors kind of have to reset that, because they're not going to pull over, or let me be in a van behind them, pull over, come over, reset the gag, get back in the car, and that's just it has to be a gag that kind of resets itself.
Fill you in on a little secret, Luke. When I met your dad, I was fun too, but I had to give all that up because you can't have 2 fun parents. It's carnival. You know that kid, Liam, who wears pajama pants to school and pays for things with a $100 bill? 2 fun parents. Mark my words.
Mark my words.
You're fun too, Mom. I just decided to go with Dad because I think he'd need me more.
How come I do all the looking and you do all the sitting?
As you do all the losing.
Oh, and you're this close of doing all the sleeping in a tent in the backyard.
Did you check your purse?
Yes, of course.
It's a big purse. You might want to look again.
Okay, I check. You rest. No, there's nothing.
You sure?
Yes, I've looked twice now. There's nothing.
Okay, then you better call us a cab. Manny! Manny!
Yeah, now Manny's in the
Hell, where'd
pool.
that thing come from?
Christmas, 2 years ago. Never took it out of the box. Who would enjoy that, I thought? A kid. That's who.
Well, come on, we've got your party.
What's the point? You were right. I was born 16. I've lost my childhood.
All right, so
Why do you want me to look again in my purse, Jay, huh? Is it because you put the keys in there?
No. Why'd you find him?
Yes, I found them because you put the keys in there. Honey, what the hell are you doing
He
there?
has to cancel his party because he missed his childhood.
The party that I have rescheduled.
all right, so this gag is actually harder than you think.
Twice so that the whole family could be together?
Please send my regrets.
Because things float in a pool, and so you have to anchor them. And there's Vera Bradley. I did not do a very good job of Greeking that. You can see Vera Bradley right there on the towel. Usually I'm really good about that, and I would have folded that under, but once it got out there, I guess the towel got folded back over, and we just right there, branding for the whole world to see. Free advertising. Anyway, you have to anchor that. So what you do is you take a fishing line, mono. We call it mono because it is not picked up. Thin stuff is not picked up by the camera, and you anchor it in 2 to 3 places. The other part would be to have somebody in the pool anchoring it as well. Just holding it in place, but on the wide shots you can't do that, or you'd see the person. So yeah, you take mono, you try to tie it off the 3 places. Josh on set usually has to do that, and that holds it in place so that he's not turning, as we're filming the scene. He's on the right orientation the whole time, and he's floating, but he's not floating away into the pool, because to be able to hold him in place would be almost impossible. So or special effects can would do it as well. So it would be one of those 2 departments. But it was Josh, I'm pretty sure. I remember him doing it a lot. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I know if you have pull toys in there, like a inflatable ball or something like that, Josh would tie those off, because you wouldn't want them floating in different, a pool noodle. You wouldn't want them floating in different spots. Excuse me, during different takes.
Now, if I could have a little privacy.
Privacy! Eso es lo que me faltaba a mí. Privacy en esta casa.
Got a skateboard down there?
The second thing that slipped right out from under me today.
Okay, time to get out.
The first was my childhood.
I get it.
I am so sick of stubborn men. You act like a little.
This was special effects, because we had to have the
You like a sad old man that doesn't want to be happy.
we had to have the palm tree fall. Yeah.
You could have shot me.
Come on, Manny. I could have unbuttoned your shirt if I wanted to. Now come here or sink. And I'm taking this with me in the car.
Vámonos.
Yeah, we learned good. We learned that she could shoot.
Face, Mitchell.
And we're walking.
It means you were right and I was wrong for trying to help 2 people.
Adulterers?
Fair enough.
Actually, the most adulterers ever.
But my impulse was still right. Life is about being.
Go.
Yes, you know what? Here we do go. It's about being spontaneous. It's about throwing yourself into something, not working long hours every night at the office. It's
Oh, that was this?
I don't know. Excuse me, Constable. What is going on?
Constable.
Oh, it's a flash mob! It's a flash mob! Oh, we saw it on YouTube. Remember? People get together and choreograph big dance numbers.
We should go. This is kind of weird.
No, this is joyful. Mitchell, you of all people should.
I forgot this was the Flash Mob episode.
Cam's right. I can be a little rigid. So when Chad from accounting, who I always thought was gay, but apparently is not, told me about this flash mob, I thought, hells yes. We've been practicing after work a couple of nights a week, and it's been a big commitment, but it's totally worth it. This dance is my love letter to Cam.
Oh, it's so good. Oh man, I love that Cam wants to be in on it. It's so good.
So this is why I was rushing you around, huh? What do you think of me now?
How could you, Mitchell?
What? Cameron?
Not now, Donald.
Not Donald. Oh, I forgot about Donald. All right, I forgot that was the flash mob. That was a big day for us. That's actually a huge day for camera. I think we had, I want to say something like 12 or 14 cameras working that day, if you include camera phones, because I think we put, might have been our first work with GoPros, and I think we put camera phones up as well. I know we didn't have 14 full camera bodies, but we got a bunch of different angles from up top when we got the wide, when you saw everybody dancing. So Gavin had a very heavy day that day. I think we had a lot of footage of that. And you know, you got a whole bunch of people doing a dance number. That can be a long day at work. You know, you listen to Free Your Mind a lot. You listen to that song a lot. Although usually you'll also use a snap track too. So it'll be start the song. You'll get two or four beats. Start the song, and then we'll fade the song out and just keep the thump track going so everybody can stay on beat. But I can't remember if we did that. I think so. I think we would have done that, and then Timbo would have added the song into post. But and then also an extra job by sound, because cutting in between, you know, that song has to be on beat through that whole episode. Or that whole scene. So a lot of moving parts on that one, no pun intended, and a lot of good stuff.
You put that potato chip in my sandwich. That was a crunchy surprise.
Nope, that was your dad. Everything fun is your dad. Second Christmas, Italian accent night, this race.
Which we could have won. Your way is way faster.
Way is
Isn't it?
faster.
Buckle up, Luke. Today, you have two fun parents.
Come on, Mom. You can do it.
That's right, I can.
Tell me the truth, Jade. Did you put the key in my bag?
No.
Don't be mad.
All right, and so here's the other thing about car work. There's no earthly reason for Rico to be sitting in the middle of the car, much like when we do with the baby seat. Rico would sit on the left or right. However, the way this car was set, it's narrow in the front and wider in the back, so you would lose Rico. So here we are, seatbelt across his neck, sitting in the middle of the vehicle so we can get a 3-shot. It's stupid, but it is the concessions you make when you're working in vehicles.
In order to prove a point, I may have...
Why did I get you such a big watch?
Why, Jay? What point do you have to prove?
I'm trying to teach you to be organized. Your mind is scattered, Gloria.
Your mind is gonna be scattered. Manny, hand me the gun.
I appreciate the gesture,
And there's
I'm
the
not
seat
proud of
in the
how I'm
middle
feeling right now, but the fact
with
is,
Doggy.
you cheated on me.
In what way did I?
You cheated on me with choreography, and that is the worst kind.
Is it?
Well, it really is.
You danced without me, Mitchell!
If I'd known it was my last summer there, I'd have gone for the lead in Pippin.
Dad, look up ahead coming at us. There's Mom. Beat her. I don't think he's in the mood for that right now.
Hold on.
No. If ever a man needed to win, it's this man.
Yeah.
What do you say, Dad?
Okay. This one's for family camp.
Woohoo! Go, go, go,
go,
go, go, go, go! This is so inappropriate! I love you!
I love you. As you can see in the background, they're all on streets. And then they all just pull up to the restaurant. Yeah.
Anybody hurt?
This was actually done on a day where it was raining a little bit. Not a lot, but it was wet. And I was kind of surprised. I was like, oh, we're going to do a 4-car stunt on wet pavement. This could go poorly, but it didn't. It ended up going well. But yeah, this is one of our few stunt works. So I guess we had an episode where I think the Dunphy van spins through an intersection, right? We had that, but for as far as stunt work goes, we had a lot of stunt work this episode. This and the escalator, a lot of stuff.
I am.
I was almost too depressed to come today. I realized...
Manny with
her.
Luke was a super long straw.
Look at Luke there, making one big shot of 3. Never changed, Luke. I really thought it was too late for me. But watching all of you acting like children, it hit me. I've got plenty of time left to be a kid. Anyway, happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday, Manny.
I have been a child
I'm sorry I hid the keys.
I'm sorry I shoot the island.
Shoot
We're
the
totally
island.
racing home.
Way ahead of you, as usual.
How quickly we made the turn there.
They say it's going to be a rainy
Oh.
weekend.
They don't know.
I do. My knee's been singing all morning.
Unbelievable.
Put it down.
Put them down and walk away.
You know, Gloria.
Good out. I don't think we. That ending happened way too quick. We really did earn that 3 lines by Manny being like, "Oh, I watched you all be childhood," and then everybody being like, "Oh, I was wrong." Yeah, that's a quick turn. I don't think we really earned that one at all. But you know, you had to get out of the scene somehow. And I like our ending here too. It was just the flash mob. It's fine. Yeah, you can see how many camera angles we had. Cam really wanting to be a part of it is so good by Eric. So good. Eric was good. Jesse was good. I remember that flash mob fondly, but as you look at the end, I think that's why the end was the flash mob, so you could actually see how many cameras we had working that day. We had a lot. Camera department earned their money that day. Gavin especially. I think he had a lot to download that day. Good episode. We learned that Gloria's good with a gun. We don't see Gloria with a gun until I think Claire and Gloria in season 7, where Claire's sneaking away to go to the shooting range and Gloria finds her. I think that's the next time we even go back to that joke. But all in all, a pretty good episode. Certainly not one of my favorites, but some decent stuff in there. So let me know what you think down in the comments. See if you liked it. Thanks for hanging out today. If you can, like, subscribe, pass this on to people who may enjoy it. And as we pull forward, we will be on to 209 next week. But until that time, see you.